People like to call me a nostalgia merchant.
That's what you are.
And they're right.
That's what you are.
Because I'm a nostalgia merchant.
They don't call you, that's what you are.
I mean, it's the truth, to be honest. I can't deny it. I'm very disillusioned by modern football. I mean, I try to like it, but the passion isn't there. Some people say it's because, when you're younger, you look at these footballers and you're just like, oh my God, and you're dreamy and all that. Yes, I hear that. But at the same time, nobody can gaslight me. I saw what I saw, and I loved what I saw, and I'm not seeing it anymore. I miss the days of the meetable gods. Across leagues, by the way. France, Spain, Italy, Germany. I had my guys. But of course, right now, the moment is about the Barclaysmen.
Crazy trend.
Guys who did it in the 2000s, early, mid-2000s, the early 2010s as well.
Yeah.
And, I mean, can you remember the meetable team you feared the most as an Arsenal fan? Or maybe like European people used to drag for Europe.
No, it's not even about when it comes to the Premier League. Like, no matter how much Arsenal were in top form, when I see a fixture against Stoke,
of course.
When I just see that we're playing Stoke,
Fuller, Shawcross,
bro. And of course, you remember that injury, like Shawcross. Yeah. Like when any Stoke were our nightmare, like bro.
As Wenger was losing his head.
And the lap, I don't know where he learned that shit from. Just load.
Can you remember when the goalkeeper went and played the ball to corner when he could have played to throwing because the lap was
because he knows that if the lap should launch that ball, bro, to touch someone.
But do you know who my favorite player in that Stoke team was? Fuller.
Yeah, Fuller.
He was actually very skillful in a very reggae way.
Fuller was on another level, man. Maisie Brazy.
But my team of the times was actually Blackburn Rovers of Mark Hughes. I loved that team so much. Like I almost became a Blackburn fan, like as my second team.
But what's with you and let me not talk.
Mediocre teams. Yes, you're not mediocre now. Oh my God, Chris Samba, Ryan Nelson, Stephen Warnock,
call our Nigerian,
Matt Derbyshire,
call our Nigerian god too, Nigerian football god.
Yakubu. Yes. Yakubu came much later, but now, to be fair, David Bentley, Morton Gams, Pedersen, Tugai, David Dunn. Take me back.
I don't want to go back actually.
Take me back. Those were the days. Brad Friedel as well. It was great. But yes, as we talk about the Barclaysmen, are there any players that you remember that you particularly liked? Of course, we're going to do a favorite five, but can you roll out some names first of like just players that you liked back in days and what made them special?
Randomly, I mean, you can pick from well over 100 players, but Steven Pienaar. Steven Pienaar.
There was a time when that guy was just
Steven Pienaar with Everton. Like he was just something.
Everton was one of those teams.
Everton,
dreaded Everton.
You could actually
Everton.
You could actually count on Pienaar. And the funny thing about Pienaar is sometimes he would not even score, but that presence on the pitch, he will run at you. He will run at you. Every single time. All through, he's running at you.
Don't you miss that? Like players that run at you every time.
Yes, I think now there's a bit of overcoaching, but I mean, let's not go into that today. Otherwise, we'll just deviate from the topic. But I missed how those forwards used to come at you then, like hungry, energetic,
Crouch,
all through.
Jones.
Crouch
was very technical for such a tall guy. Unlike one footballer that I know that played for Valencia, Zigic.
and you know why I have to mention Ashley Young in my Barclaysmen as well. How often do you see
that was another team?
How often do you see a player that has two different careers?
Yes,
and he was quite good at both of them.
Yeah.
At Man United, we knew him for like what he did, and now he just reinvented himself, and he has become a different player in a different position as well. Ashley Young
of Aston Villa was something else. That team, I like that team too. Ashley Young, Agbonlao, John Carew came to Genoa at some point. Petrov, even Man City were a streets won't forget team.
Yes,
at that time. Petrov. and Elano. Hey, nah, I miss them days.
But if we now want to come much closer, like maybe to the 2010s and all, who makes your pick?
Michu.
Michu. Oh,
pleased to meet you.
He punished Arsenal, man.
Yeah,
I don't like him.
I remember that goal he scored.
I don't like him. I don't like Michu. He punished Arsenal too much.
Michu.
Punished Arsenal too much.
You know someone I miss?
Yeah.
The guys like Aaron Lennon. Those kind of wingers. That genre of wingers.
They will just come
short,
at you.
fast.
Yeah.
And then I think of someone like Defoe.
I was just going to mention Defoe. This video would not be complete if we don't mention Defoe. I feel like we need strikers with that kind of strike the ball, shoot all day long.
See, that's something I miss in football.
I mean, credit to Nicholas Jackson, but if he was shooting like Defoe, Mikel will not come out and say what he said.
Nobody would be dissing him now. Shoot! Like, what? Learn how to shoot. How do you become a striker?
The ball properly.
Nah.
Then there's a way he will now bend his leg like you're trying to pass. Strike the ball.
Newcastle's also. Laurent Robert.
And they remember like Newcastle, Papi Cisse, Demba Ba,
Tiote in the more recent times. But back then I like Bellamy too. Bellamy. That's another player that I miss. I miss Bellamy so much. Even Bellamy in the Manchester City years, the early years of after their takeover, Bellamy with Tevez. Yeah. Oh my God.
Okay, yeah. Did you ever like the kite?
Yeah. Relentless. What a player, man.
The way we are even gushing about this video is almost like we enjoyed that.
Yes.
We enjoyed football back then compared to
100%. I prefer.
So if you could choose one era, you would choose the football of the
100%. I will go back every single time.
Fair enough.
Like, this is just the Premier League I'm talking about. And say La Liga was my league at the time. So if I even start with that one, like, we'll not finish from here.
Aima,
yeah? It was my team now.
I know. I actually liked him too because of game.
It was very
good, like playing games.
It
was crazy. But yeah,
football fellow.
If I'm to pick top 5, that's very difficult. My top 5 is
your favorite 5.
Oh, my favorite 5. My favorite 5. There's no top actually because all these guys were top players. So my favorite 5 in no order at all.
Yeah.
In no order at all. Steven Pienaar obviously makes
I see that.
Steven Pienaar makes my list. Like he was just that guy. Then Kevin Nolan. Kevin Nolan
made that boating tactic.
Yeah, Kevin Nolan too was just another like unplayable guy. Then of course Yakubu.
Yeah, the Yak,
like
it was so consistent.
Everton, Blackburn, everywhere he would score goals.
Pompey as well.
He would score goals for you. Like it was just someone you could rely on.
Yeah.
And of course, I don't like his team, but the lap. You're talking on a general level now. I'm not bringing my personal vendetta into this.
Do you know that today I don't know what position Dela plays?
Many people know him more.
I just know
just his throwing.
Once it's time for throwing, you find him on that side.
That's like a generational skill.
Yeah,
bro. That throwing was something else.
Funny enough, JJ Okocha could throw very, very far. He used to take our throws. Yes, JJ used to take our throws.
Yeah,
because which is crazy because he was like supposed to be the creative player, and then you see him trying to take a throw in, and I used to like this guy's throws to Baba Yaro.
Yeah. And of course, the last person on my list, it was a close one between Lennon but Defoe. Who is just that guy that you could just know that this guy will deliver for you. Someone to shoot.
Remember when he scored like 5 goals in one game? I think it was Wigan and they won 9-1.
Yeah. I remember that game. It was crazy. So yeah, that's my favorite 5.
Very nice list, to be honest, and it just takes me back. Me, my own favorite is just going to be because of the teams that I really liked at the time. I liked Blackburn like crazy. Blackburn was my team, so I'll probably have 2 guys from Blackburn.
Yeah.
Now the first person is David Bentley.
The
next Beckham.
No argument.
I loved Bentley so much. My God, number 11 was he for Blackburn. Just remember that goal he scored against Arsenal in the 4-4.
It's okay. Let's move on.
David Bentley. And another person I will call from that Blackburn team, it's so tough. It's so tough. I'm tempted to say Pedersen, but I'm not going to go with Pedersen. I'm going to go with Tugai. He used to take some kind of shots.
Was a very athletic guy.
Incredible. What a player. And there was Savage as well in that team. And nah. Okay, so I'm going to move on from Blackburn. I'm going to go with my JJ Okocha of Bolton, because JJ was it was the one making us tune in to watch Bolton.
100.
In fact, the reason why we have Bolton fans in Nigeria
is because of him. Yeah, 100.
Because of JJ. So then Craig Bellamy. See, I loved Bellamy so much. That guy, any day, anytime, if I'm going to war, I'm taking Bellamy with me. He must follow me. That was my guy, Bellamy. Now, this is hard. One more. Team Cahill. Cahill was quite short, but any cross into the area, no matter how tall you are, he's going to attack it. And then that is celebration.
Fair. That's a great one. And from your list, I can tell you like the midfield play a lot.
Yeah, of course. of course. My favorite Valencia players every time.
Midfielders.
They're always midfielders.
Fair point.
The last one that wasn't a midfielder was probably Vicente.
But anyways, just to before we wrap this up, so currently in the current Premier League, which players do you think, if you try to project maybe in the next 10, 15 years, we'll be talking about them like Barclaysmen? They were not really the superstar names, but they had it in them. Do you get? I think for me, Izzy. That's if he stays long enough. I don't think he had the potential, him and Olise, to be those guys. This guy stayed mid-table and they were. Yeah. But I think he's going to leave. You can see that Palace are trying to sell him because they are. Yeah, fair. Their own. What of the Brentford do, Bremo and Wissa?
Yeah, I think what would actually make the next Barclaysmen list look a certain way is actually FPL.
Yes.
FPL. It's FPL that will shape the next one, because we will start looking at these guys from Watford now that were relying on points that time. Emmanuel Dennis and co.
And remember Brighton too. Mitoma,
exactly. We're going to look at that and say, these guys. Fair. So I think FPL will shape the next ones, but we've had some. We have some good mid-table players now fair too. Enough. To be fair, yeah, but it's not going to be like the old days. Matthew Taylor with his shots. Pompey were a very, very proper mid-table team. Oh my god. Man, I feel like crying, and I feel so bad for anybody who did not experience that era. If you didn't experience it, sorry. Even watching videos is not going to do anything for you.
You just had to be there.
He just had to be there. I'm sorry. He just had to be there. And well, hopefully this generation will give you something to reminisce about. But as for us, we miss our Barclaysmen. And they deserve their flowers, and we're giving them their flowers. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you remember any Barclaysmen that you miss, in the comments, let us know.